15 harsh money. Truths schools will never teach you school told you to study hard, get good grades, land a stable job, and if you followed the rules, life would reward you. But here's the paradox. The system that promised freedom was never designed to give you freedom. It was designed to give you just enough to survive, but never enough to escape. Think back. You learned algebra, geography, Shakespeare, but did anyone ever teach you how compound interest works? How debt chains you? How the tax system rewards the wealthy and punishes the poor? Of course not. Because a society of financially educated people would stop playing the rat race. And the machine needs you in the race. It needs you paying bills, staying in debt, dependent on the next paycheck. This is why so many people, even with degrees, end up struggling with money their entire lives. They weren't taught the real rules. They were taught obedience. But money has rules, harsh rules. Rules that don't care about your feelings, your diploma, or your intentions. And if you don't master them, they will master you. In this video, we'll uncover 15 harsh money truths schools will never teach you. Lessons that sting but liberate. Insights that might break your illusions but build your future. The classroom is closed. But today, the real education begins. School prepares you for jobs. Not freedom, schools are factories. They don't create free thinkers. They create employees. From the first bell to the last, you're trained to follow instructions. Sit still, memorize, pass the test, then repeat. That's not education, that's conditioning. The truth? The system was built during the industrial age. Its goal wasn't to make you wealthy. It was to make you useful to someone else's wealth. That's why you graduate knowing how to write essays, but not how to write checks. You know how to solve quadratic equations, but not how to solve debt. If you want freedom, you have to break this programming. Stop thinking like an employee waiting for direction. Start thinking like a creator writing your own path. Takeaway: school prepares you for jobs, but freedom requires re-education. No one will save you. Not schools, not governments. 150 words. We're told to trust the system. Trust the school. Trust the government. But here's the truth. No one is coming to save you. Not your teachers. Not your boss. Not the politicians making promises. If you wait for someone else to fix your finances, you'll wait forever. The pension system is collapsing. Healthcare costs are rising. Even Social Security is uncertain. The harsh truth? You are on your own. That may sound terrifying, but it's also empowering. Because if no one is coming, then you don't have to wait. You can take control right now. Stop outsourcing responsibility. Stop expecting rescue. Start building the skills, the habits, and the assets that will protect you. Takeaway: the moment you realize no one is coming to save you is the moment you become unstoppable. Debt is a trap designed to keep you working. Credit cards, student loans, car payments, mortgages. They call it opportunity. But for most people, it's a trap. A golden cage. Debt promises you convenience today, but steals your freedom tomorrow. You think you own the car? The bank owns it. You think the house is yours? Miss a few payments and watch how quickly it isn't. Debt isn't just financial. It's psychological. It keeps you chained to your job. It forces you to keep running on the treadmill just to stay afloat. And that treadmill is what we call the rat race. The wealthy use debt as a tool. Everyone else becomes the tool. Takeaway: until you learn to control debt, debt will control you. Taxes punish the poor, but reward the rich. This is the truth no teacher ever said out loud. The tax system is not fair. Employees pay the most. They're taxed before they even touch their paycheck. The poor carry the heaviest burden. Meanwhile, the wealthy use the rules differently. They invest. They own businesses. They leverage deductions. They move money through assets that lower their taxes legally. That's why billionaires sometimes pay a lower rate than their employees. It's not because the system is broken. It's because the system was written by those who benefit from it. You can complain about it, or you can learn how to play the same game. Takeaway: taxes aren't designed to reward hard work. They're designed to reward smart strategy. Time is money's most valuable partner. Most people believe money is their greatest resource, but money can be earned, lost, and regained. Time cannot. Every day you delay learning, investing, or saving, the clock is silently draining your future wealth. The wealthy understand this. They don't just invest money, they invest time. They let compounding work for them, turning small beginnings into massive fortunes. Meanwhile, the average person trades hours for dollars, never realizing their hours are the real currency. Waste them and you waste your life. The harsh truth? You're not just spending money when you delay. You're spending your future. Takeaway. Protect your time like treasure, because once it's gone, it never comes back. Your paycheck will never make you rich. Schools taught us to chase salaries, to dream of promotions and raises, but no paycheck, no matter how large, will ever make you truly wealthy. Why? Because a paycheck is limited. It's capped by your boss, your hours, your role. The wealthy don't rely on paychecks. They build systems, assets, and investments that pay them whether they're working or not. A high salary feels good, but it's a trap if you spend every cent on lifestyle. That's why you see doctors, lawyers, and executives making six figures, but still drowning in debt. Wealth isn't measured by income. It's measured by freedom. Takeaway. Your paycheck can cover bills, but only assets can buy freedom. Inflation eats your savings. Alive, you were told to save money. Open a bank account. Be responsible. But here's what they never explained. Every year, inflation quietly steals from you. The dollar sitting in your account today will buy less tomorrow. And while your savings grow by 1 or 2%, inflation erases 3, 4, sometimes 5% or more. It's financial erosion, invisible but relentless. That's why simply saving isn't enough. You have to make your money grow faster than inflation eats it. The wealthy don't just save, they invest. They put money in places where it multiplies, not shrinks. The harsh truth, if your money isn't growing, it's dying. Takeaway, saving alone won't protect you. Only investing can outrun inflation. Assets feed you, liabilities bleed you. This is the dividing line between the rich and the poor. Assets versus liabilities. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Simple, but schools never taught this equation. A rental property that pays you monthly? Asset. A stock that grows in dividends? Asset. A business that generates income without your presence? Asset. That shiny car with a loan? Liability. That oversized house draining you with bills? Liability. Even luxury clothes and gadgets? All liabilities. The trap is that liabilities often look glamorous, while assets look boring. But one feeds you for life. The other bleeds you dry. Takeaway. Until you learn to love assets and reject liabilities, you'll never break free. Investing early beats. Working harder. Later, most people think they can work their way to wealth. But work has limits. Time has limits. The real multiplier is compounding. The earlier you invest, the more years your money has to grow. $100 today can quietly turn into thousands if left alone. But if you wait until later, you're already behind. This is why millionaires often say, start before you're ready. Don't wait for the perfect time, the perfect salary, or the perfect amount to invest. Those who delay end up sprinting in their 40s to catch up to what they could have started in their 20s. The harsh truth? You can't outwork compounding. You can only start early or regret later. Takeaway. Don't just work harder. Let time and compounding work for you. The rich play offense. The poor play defense. Most people live life on defense. They try to save a little, avoid risks, and protect what little they have. But the wealthy? They play offense, they create, they expand, they invest boldly. They understand that playing safe forever means staying small forever. The poor fear loss more than they desire growth. The rich accept that losses will come, but see them as the price of winning. Think about it. You can't score points if you never step onto the field. This doesn't mean reckless gambling. It means intentional, calculated moves toward growth. The poor guard pennies, the rich chase opportunities. Takeaway. Stop only defending your position. Start playing offense if you want to grow. Money rewards. Risk, not safety. Safety feels comfortable. But comfort rarely creates wealth. Every fortune in history came from risk. Starting a business, investing in markets, launching a product no one believed in. The world doesn't pay you for playing safe. It pays you for stepping into uncertainty. Of course, risk can destroy you if you're careless. That's why the wealthy calculate. They study, they prepare, they protect their downside. But they still take the leap. The poor avoid risk completely, and in doing so, they avoid reward completely. The harsh truth: money doesn't flow to the timid. It flows to those willing to risk wisely. Takeaway: if you never take risks, you'll never escape mediocrity. Your network shapes. Your net worth wealth is rarely built alone. Behind every successful person is a circle of influence that shaped their rise. The poor surround themselves with complainers, consumers, and people who normalize mediocrity. The rich surround themselves with builders, creators, and people who think bigger. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. If everyone around you spends recklessly, you will too.